So this, I looked at this and I sort of thought birdcage. So let's talk a little bit about pets. We want to talk about, you know, beautiful pets like your Beamer. Sabrina also has Piper. I have a dog, but when you have a pet, you've got to think about your decor. And we want them both to work together. So Sabrina is back. Give her some love. Bit about how you can have the pet and have the decor and fight the hair, the pet hair. So you've got all these gorgeous products for us.
So the thing is, it's an unending battle, and I'm a very realistic designer. I love beautiful spaces, but I'm not going to ignore the fact that I have a dog who has brown, black, and white hair because I'm genius like that. So I have kind of catered this to my own dog because the very first key is to match your pet's hair to your decor.
Yeah.
So things like your it's so true. They're going to shed anyways.
Yes.
So the very first thing I have here is a very cute dog bed from HomeSense. What I love about these are you can zip them off and throw them in the wash.
Good.
There's so many of those these days. I feel like home stores are finally tuning into the fact that people who love beautiful homes might also have pets.
Right.
And rather than having, you know, the more cartoony or kitschy pet stuff, I like when it looks stylish. So HomeSense has a great line of pet accessories and beds, and the cool thing about this is it can also operate as just a floor poof.
That's true.
So you can kind of tuck it under the coffee table. You can flip it over if you do want to sit on it yourself and don't get, you know, pet hair all over your black jeans.
Right.
And then I love getting a dedicated dog blanket because my dog has a dog chair. It wasn't hers to begin with, but she's claimed it because she's the queen bee.
Right.
And I like to be realistic about it. So I have a similar blanket to this, and I put the dog side down, exposing the other side of the blanket to catch all of her fur. And then if a guest comes over, I flip it over.
Right.
And it also has kind of like a dog pattern on it as a suggestion to people, so you don't have to say it out loud, like don't sit there, that's the dog's chair.
Right.
It's kind of maybe unspoken suggestion to them that this is the dog's chair.
Piper sits there.
Exactly.
Got it.
And then moving on.
These are so brilliant.
Yes.
They look like pet hair.
Yeah.
Right?
They also should too. So.
Right. So everything's camouflage.
Yeah, you can match it and camouflage it a little bit better because it's not about not cleaning the hair. Obviously, we're going to get to that also, but it's about having it camouflaged in the in-between, in the mundane days of life where I don't have a cleaner. I have to keep on top of it, and I can only really do it once or twice a week.
Right.
So having it blend so I don't have to stress out when people come over and see pet hair everywhere.
Yeah. And it is stressful, right?
Yeah.
That's not the way you want to present your home.
So another way is containing the mess and containing the toys.
Yeah.
So just like kids have a toy basket, Piper has her little toy basket, and with a lid so that they don't go grabbing things, and when you wake up in the morning, they're all over the floor.
Right.
And they stayed up all night, and then they'll sleep all day. So I like shoving all of Piper's toys, like this cute little eagle, into one of these bins, and then putting the lid on it.
Yeah.
Once again, contain it. But I also have a bin by my front door.
Okay.
And it's where I keep all of my cleaning supplies. So
smart.
This is actually a paw cleaner.
Oh my gosh, that exists?
Which I could probably just use for my own hands. Right. But when you come in from the house, I mean, now that I live in BC, she's always in water and dust and mud and sand. So you put a little bit of warm water, maybe even a little bit of dog shampoo, and you just dunk their paws in. All the silicone grabs the dirt and kind of shoves it off.
That's
incredible. And then you can take this apart and put it in the dishwasher afterwards.
That's amazing, because currently I am the paw washer.
Yeah. Oh, I know. And then laundry is a whole other thing.
Yeah.
So they're not super pretty, and they feel very weird.
Yeah.
But you put them in your laundry machines.
Okay.
And the stickiness when they're in the washing machine grabs most of the pet hair, and then you also put them in the dryer. They heat up, and they get even more jelly, and they don't attract clothing. They don't attract lint so much. That will still go into your lint trap. This only attracts hair.
Oh my gosh,
your
that's
own
amazing.
and your pets.
That is incredible.
Yep. So you just
and then you just wash it when you're done with it.
You toss them back and forth between the laundry machine,
Never even
washer,
heard of it.
and the dryer.
That's incredible.
Yes.
So you've got beautiful dog bowls, cat bowls, which is really nice. If you've got a larger pet, you've got a little bit of height going on there.
And I love these because if you take the bowls out, you can store things underneath.
That's true.
I sometimes put my treats underneath there.
Yes.
And it's also in a little mind game that keeps her occupied.
Yeah, like how do I get them? Where are they?
Exactly. And then last but not least, rubber is your friend.
Yes.
So we have a little tiny pet brush here, which I use for things like upholstery. One side has a little bit of a scraper, and the other side is that brush. You can also just use a wet washcloth. When I'm in a pinch, I just wet a washcloth, and you can brush it over the fabric.
Yes.
Or you can get real fancy.
Ah.
And the exact same thing that this rubberized brush has, you can get it in more of a broom
like a squeegee.
form. Yeah, and it's extendable. This is from Amazon. And when you're in a pinch and you don't have time to pull out the whole vacuum or plug it in, I just have these hidden in my coat closet.
Yes.
And I don't have pet hair on here. I wish I could have brought all of Piper's mess so I could prove to you how much this picks up. But yeah, the rubber is your friend.
It really picks it up quickly. Sabrina, I know that you picked up some of these items from HomeSense, which you mentioned. Thank you so much for that.